Bob Dylan played here. A little band called Guns N' Roses. And in 1993, me doing what I thought was cocaine in the bathroom right over there with some dude. But it turned out to be PCP. General note, you guys, when the dude snorting something in the bathroom is totally psyched to share it with you, that might not be cocaine. It might actually be something that sends you into an opera of nightmares. A Mobius of terror. So that happened. That's back in the old days, back when I had fun. I'm basically a ghost now. I'm a parent. And let me tell you this. If you've never been in a fire in a coal mine, parenting is the worst thing that will ever happen to you. Parenting is a Ponzi scheme created to sell yogurt. Being a parent is exactly like being in jail, except that the jail follows you around and wants to talk about Transformers. If you want to get the sensation of dressing a 2-year-old child, getting him into clothes, here's what you do to get the same experience. Put a rattlesnake into a goat. That's not a typo. That's exactly what it feels like. There's only one upside so far to parenting. Only one good thing has come from me parenting. I have a boy. And when you get to the potty training stage, at some point you start going together, which is kind of fun. You get camaraderie, and also something like this can happen to you, which was pretty great for me. At one point, we're both in the bathroom, and my son looks over and says, "Daddy, you have a great big penis." To which my response is, "Yep. That's exactly right. Tiny little man with no sense of scale or perspective." So, I used to live here. I used to be like you guys. I lived here in New York, and I live in Los Angeles now, which, while it's not the devil's asshole, it is devil's asshole adjacent. It's a short commute from LA into the devil's asshole. But when I lived in New York, it was much more like that movie, The Warriors. There were just clowns on roller skates who would come by, and mimes wrapped up in barbed wire. All of Tompkins Square Park was just on fire all the time. So I sold out and I moved to Los Angeles. I still have some remnants of my New York life. Like, my son found a Peep Show token from the Show World Center in my coin collection. It's got a little naked lady on it. That's how you could tell. And he said, "Daddy, what kind of money is this?" And I said, "Son, that's not money. That's treasure." But so I was in New York over the winter. I was back here, and it was one of those days that the snow had just started to fall a little bit, and I was walking through the meatpacking district, and it was just a crisp night, and perfect snowflakes were starting to fall all around me. And I was looking down at the cobblestone, and I just was so moved. I started to feel these incredible feelings for New York. And I thought, these are the same cobblestones that, like, Brendan Behan walked across and stumbled across, and Edgar Allan Poe sat on this stoop one time. And you look at New York, and it's been here forever, and you start to feel like this connection you have with the city and the cobblestones and the doorways. You're like, maybe because I'm connected to this city, like, we're both kind of eternal because the city goes on forever. It's always going to be here. It's so amazing. And this is immediately when I think, you know what? That's it. I'm moving back to New York City. precisely as I formed that thought in my head, is when the 5 morbidly obese boys in full Mets outfits jump out around the corner and they start pretending to stab me to death. The ringleader of this merry band starts to stab me going, "What's up, bitch? What's up, bitch?" And I thought, oh yeah, there's that New York I know. Young gang out on the town, pretending to stab a passerby to death. And here's what I'll tell you, on a snowy night in New York City, to your brain, the difference between someone stabbing you to death and someone pretending to stab you to death is marginal. And either way, you let out a little bit of pee. That's my time. Don't forget me. I love you.